Mama told you, but you didn't believe her. When I was 5, I tried to tell you too. Sitting in our apartment at Cano, I told my daddy, there's only 2 ways out of this game: death or prison for life. But you didn't believe me. You told me you would end up like this. You told me you'd leave the game before the streets took you. You promised me. But you were wrong. They took you, Daddy, and the end result of your hustling days was death.
The purpose of this town hall, first, is to address the violence that's been going on here in our city. Because for far too long, too many young men and women have been killed, and too many people have been sitting aside watching it happen. And we came up with this idea, well, me in particular, 2 years ago, I was like, I'm tired of seeing people in my neighborhood get killed and people from the other neighborhood getting killed and everybody just sitting around not doing nothing about it. So how can I be a part of it?
We're talking about the violence within our communities, and I'm trying to think of like, what are the root causes for that? When I think about it, it's the drive or the love of money and to get as much money to succeed.
I could go outside and look, oh, bro right there getting money right now. That's the example I could look to and say, oh yeah, he for sure get money, so I know if I do this, I'm gonna for sure get money too.
When my god brother, he sells drugs and he hangs out in the hood. I seen him, it's people looking for him. I asked him where did he see himself in 10 years, and he said he don't even know where he see himself tomorrow.
In the urban area, we listen to hip-hop music, and that's all they talk about is killing, having sex, and drugs and money. And fathers ain't there to be like, no, this ain't the way, this ain't how you do it.
Like some people ain't got no fathers, like so they don't know what to look for to be a man or something. So they just trying to look what's on TV.
The reason why we kill people is because for those few minutes we felt like they disrespected us, but we don't look long term and think like, okay, how are we hurting their family? Like how are we hurting their friends? How are we hurting their kids who are gonna grow up without a mom or without a dad?
I reached the point in my life where I walk through the streets of Richmond and feel like a ghost. No one notices me. Although my life story is painted on my face, I've lived a life full of anger. Mad at the world for the punks it gave me. Angry about my mom's murder, unsolved, my uncle's murder, unsolved, my brother's attempted murder, unsolved, and my nephew's attempted murder, uncared about. Life doesn't last forever, but no man should decide when it's your time to meet death.
So violence ain't just in urban communities, all around the world. But you're gonna have to start somewhere. Maybe we can start in this community.
Picture Richmond without any gun violence. What would that look like? For example, I would be able to get on any bus and go through any neighborhood I dang well pleased to go through. I would be able to go to the park and play basketball. I can walk across the street. I can play football in the street and have to worry about no drive-bys.
I told my mother I'm not having kids because I don't want my kids to go through what we're going through now. Because if it doesn't change, it's going to get worse.
As a resident of Richmond, my residue reeks of death. We have become nothing more than lost souls in a murdering cycle. We have become mice and inmates killing each other trying to reach the end. Survival of the fittest, but the end never comes. We are just dead people, still breathing, still killing. We are lost souls searching for